Shmashan Sadhana is a term that might sound unfamiliar to many, but it carries a depth of meaning that resonates with those who dare to explore the connections between life, death, and the spiritual journey that lies in between. Today I want to take you on a journey through this concept, its significance, and how it can be applied to our everyday lives. So, grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's dive in. First off, let's break down the term itself. Smashan refers to the cremation ground, a place that many view with fear or discomfort. It's where we confront the reality of mortality, where the physical body is transformed back into its elemental forms. But here's the twist. Instead of seeing it solely as a place of sorrow, we can view it as a sacred space for transformation and liberation. Sadhana, on the other hand, means spiritual practice or discipline. So when we put these two words together, we get a powerful concept, the practice of spiritual growth through the acknowledgement of death. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Death is a heavy topic, and it's not something we like to discuss in our daily lives. We often shy away from it, don't we? We hear the word death, and immediately our minds go to dark places. But what if I told you that embracing the reality of death can actually enrich our lives? It can help us appreciate the fleeting beauty of existence and motivate us to live more fully in the present moment. Consider this. When was the last time you truly thought about your own mortality? It's a sobering thought, isn't it? But this isn't meant to be morbid. Instead, it's an invitation to reflect on what really matters to you. When we acknowledge that life is finite, we can prioritize our time and energy on the things that truly bring us joy and fulfillment. This is where Smashan Sadhana comes into play. It encourages us to engage with our fears and uncertainties, allowing us to transform them into a source of strength and wisdom. Let's take a moment to think about the rituals surrounding death in various cultures. In many traditions, there are ceremonies that honor the deceased, allowing loved ones to express their grief and celebrate the lives that were lived. These rituals serve a purpose beyond mourning. They create a communal space for healing and reflection. They remind us that death is not an end but a transition, a part of the natural cycle of life. By participating in these practices, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of our own existence and the interconnectedness of all beings. Now, you might be wondering, how do we incorporate Smashan Sadhana into our lives? It doesn't mean we have to spend our weekends at a cremation ground or dwell on morbid thoughts. Instead, it's about integrating the lessons of impermanence into our daily routines. One simple way to begin is through mindfulness. By practicing mindfulness, we can learn to be present in each moment, appreciating the beauty of life as it unfolds. This can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths, observing our surroundings, or engaging fully in conversations with loved ones. Another aspect of Smashan Sadhana is letting go. We often cling to things, whether they be material possessions, relationships, or past grievances that no longer serve us. This clinging can create suffering and prevent us from moving forward. By recognizing the temporary nature of everything, we can learn to release our attachments and embrace change. This doesn't mean we stop caring. Rather, it allows us to love more freely, without fear of loss. Let's talk about fear for a moment. Fear of death is a universal experience, but it's often rooted in the unknown. We fear what we don't understand, and death is perhaps the greatest mystery of all. However, by confronting our fears through practices like Smashan Sadhana, we can begin to demystify them. Journaling can be a powerful tool here. Write down your thoughts and feelings about death, your fears, your hopes, and your beliefs. This act of expression can lead to profound insights and a sense of release. Moreover, engaging in conversations about death with friends and family can be incredibly liberating. It might feel awkward at first, but opening up about these topics can foster deeper connections. You might be surprised to find that others share your thoughts and fears. This shared vulnerability can create a strong sense of community and support, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. Let's also consider the idea of legacy. What do you want to leave behind when your time comes? This question can guide your actions today. It encourages you to think about how you want to be remembered and what impact you wish to have on the world. This can inspire you to pursue passions, contribute to your community, or simply be more present with those you love. The legacy you create is not just about grand achievements. It's about the small, everyday moments that shape your relationships and influence those around you. Incorporating Shmashan Sadhana into your life can also lead to a greater appreciation for the beauty of life itself. When you recognize the transient nature of existence, you begin to see the magic in the mundane. A sunset becomes a breathtaking reminder of the day's end. A laugh shared with a friend transforms into a cherished memory, and a simple meal becomes a celebration of nourishment. This heightened awareness can lead to a more fulfilling life where gratitude becomes a daily practice. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, it's easy to become overwhelmed by distractions and stresses. Shmashan Sadhana encourages us to pause and reflect, to find stillness in the chaos. Meditation can be a powerful practice here. Taking time to sit quietly, focusing on your breath, and allowing thoughts to come and go can create a sense of peace and clarity. It's a chance to reconnect with yourself and gain perspective on what truly matters. Let's not forget about self-compassion. Often we can be our harshest critics, especially when it comes to our fears and insecurities. Shmashan Sadhana invites us to approach ourselves with kindness and understanding. It's okay to feel scared or uncertain. These feelings are part of being human. Acknowledging them without judgment can lead to healing and growth. Remember, it's a journey, and every step counts. Now, I want to touch on the concept of rebirth. In many spiritual traditions, death is not seen as an end, but as a transition to a new beginning. This idea can be incredibly empowering. It encourages us to view our experiences, both good and bad, as opportunities for growth. When we face challenges, we can see them as chances to shed old layers and emerge stronger. This perspective can transform our relationship with adversity, allowing us to embrace change rather than resist it. As we wrap up this exploration of Smashan Sadhana, I hope you feel inspired to reflect on your own relationship with life and death. Remember that it's okay to feel uncomfortable with these topics. They are complex and deeply personal. The goal isn't to have all the answers, but to engage in the conversation and seek understanding. Embrace the beauty of impermanence and let it guide you toward a more meaningful existence. Incorporating these practices into your life doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start small. Perhaps dedicate a few minutes each day to mindfulness, or set aside time each week to reflect on your thoughts about death and legacy. Engage in conversations with loved ones and don't shy away from vulnerability. Over time, you may find that these practices lead to profound shifts in your perspective and approach to life. Ultimately, Smashan Sadhana is about embracing the full spectrum of human experience. It's about recognizing that life and death are intertwined and that by acknowledging one, we can deepen our understanding of the other. So let's celebrate life in all its forms, honor those who have come before us, and embrace the journey ahead with open hearts and minds. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Smashan Sadhana. I hope you found it engaging, relatable, and informative. If you enjoyed this discussion, please consider sharing it with others who might benefit from it. Let's keep the conversation going. And together, we can create a community that embraces the beauty of existence, even in the face of mortality. Remember, life is a precious gift, and it's up to us to make the most of it.